So in this video, I'm going to explain you how you can execute the API test using Node.js and Chai library. So for that, first of all, you will need to initialize your project using npm init command like that, and then package.json file will be created. And this is how the package.json file looks like. Initially, this div dependencies, everything will be empty. Okay, so there will be nothing in here. So dependencies actually tell this Node.js, okay, what all packages that need to be downloaded. So when you do npm install, basically what happens is it will go to this particular package.json file and then it will download all these dependencies. And there are two types of dependencies. One is project dependencies and another is dev dependencies. So dev dependencies is basically nothing but the dependencies or the packages that are required for development, and the dependencies, project dependencies packages are those packages that are required to run the project. So that is about the dependencies, and we can basically go here and create these dependencies in this file directly, and then just execute this npm install command. So what will happen is it will go here and then check what all dependencies are listed, and then it will try to download each of these dependencies. Once that is done, what happens is this node modules directory is created, and in here all those modules are downloaded and saved. Okay, after that what you need to do is to execute or run the API tests. You will need to create one JS file, and in that you can create the tests. Now we are using this Mocha test framework, which is very popular in JavaScript community. So this framework we are going to use, and that's why this dependency is here. Here I have created one JS file, and here is the contents. So basically what you need to do is you need to import some stuff from these packages. So from Chai we are importing this Chai, then expect and assert things. After that, JSON path is another package that we are trying to import here. So JSON path allows you to run the JSON queries on the JSON objects. Later on I will explain you how to write those queries. Next thing that you need to do is you need to require this Chai HTTP package as well. So this allows you to execute the API tests, or you can send the requests like HTTP, all types of requests, GET, POST, etc. with the help of this Chai HTTP package. And this is how we integrated that Chai HTTP package with the Chai library, chai.use and then Chai HTTP. Alright, so this is about the import export thing. Next thing is we have to write the test. In Mocha framework we use this describe function to describe the tests that we are going to execute. So here you can give the description of the test that you're going to do, and this IT is basically the each test. A describe function can have multiple tests. So you can see here there is one test, then there is another test using this IT function. So that is how you can structure your test. So this is one test, and in here basically we are calling this function here. This is an async function. So because all the requests that we're going to send are HTTP requests, and we need this async functionality because the response is gonna come after some time. So that's why we have used async function here, and with async we can use the await. So basically what happens is what we are doing here is chai request. We are sending the request to this particular URL, and this is the post request, HTTP post request. Then if you want to send what JSON body, you can use this send method. So here you can see that I am sending this information or the JSON payload into that request. Then next thing that you can do is you can set the headers. Each HTTP request can have a number of headers. For example, content type, accept, authorization. So these headers you can send. And here we are doing await. So what basically we are telling here is we are telling Node.js to wait until this request is successful or is completed. After this request is completed, and then we are collecting the response here. If you do not use await, what happens is code will run the next lines, and then which is we don't want. We want to wait until this request is successful or it's completed. And once the request is completed, we will get the response. Either it can be response can be anything like 400, 404 errors, or 200 if the response is correct. And then we are checking here that the response code is 200, and this expect is basically coming from this chai package. And similar way you can write different tests. If you want to send, let's say, get request, you can replace this post with the get. So you can see here one of the requests that I've created is get request, and once we get the response, we can get the body of that. So when we put dot body, it actually converts it into the JSON object, and then once it is in the JSON object format, we can actually access those members of that JSON object. If it is an array, we have to use the syntax. If it is direct property, you can use dot syntax. Or there is another way using JSON path as well. JSON path is basically gives one method called as query, and you have to pass the JSON object on which you want to perform the operations, and here is the JSON path expressions you can give. So it starts with the dollar, and then there are different types of JSON path expressions. There can be a separate video on that, how to create the JSON expressions, JSON path expressions. So just like how we have XML or the CSS selector expressions or the syntax, similar way JSON path has got different types of syntax. It looks like the CSS selector, but it is a bit different. So that's all. So now I'm gonna execute the tests. So to execute the test, you have to use this command npx mocha, and then you can give the path of the file that you want to run, or you can give the basically the file where we have store the test cases. So we have to store the test cases in this directory, JSON directory, and in this file. So that's how we have given here. You can actually ignore this parameter or argument timeout 1000. So this timeout thing is actually used by the Mocha framework. It tells Mocha to fail the test if it is taking more than 1000 milliseconds. So that is what the timeout parameter is about. So if your tests are taking, let's say, 10 seconds, or say maximum time that it is taking is say 50 seconds, then you might want to give the timeout as 50 seconds and something like that. So basically we are going to execute the test now. So npx mocha, that is the command that you can run, and you can see this test is failed. JSON, one of the tests is failed, and the error is timeout of 2000 milliseconds exceeded. For async tests, and ensure done is called. So basically what is happening here is one of the tests is taking longer than 2000 milliseconds, but since Mocha default timeout is 2000 milliseconds, it is failing. So what we are going to do is we are going to change that default timeout. So instead of say 1000 milliseconds, let us say 10,000 milliseconds. And now run the tests. So you can see it is waiting, but it is not failing. So you can see all the tests have passed. So that is the significance of that timeout argument. So that's it. That's how you can write the tests to check your test your APIs using Node.js and JavaScript and Chai HTTP library. Thanks for watching this video.